Okay, so you have acne and you walk down the aisle and you're trying to find your perfect moisturizer. How do you do this? It's actually very, very tricky. I think with moisturizers, there's a lot of moisturizers that say for acne prone skin or non-comedogenic, but I actually look for other things. You look for the ingredients list, you look for the brand, you have to know the feel. So these are the things that you have to be aware of. So number one, I believe that simpler is better. So oftentimes the best moisturizer for acne aren't the ones that say for a skin prone to acne. It's actually just the simple ones that are light, that you don't even see an active ingredient for acne, because oftentimes you don't want an active ingredient in your moisturizer. You oftentimes have other things you can use to treat moisture. So I actually believe that a lot of the products you use as an acne prone person is to separate out the different components of your skincare routine. So you know which exact component is gonna be treating your acne, which component is going to be moisturizing. So if you're trying to find a moisturizer, the best thing to do is to find the best moisturizer regardless of your skin type, but you do want to make sure it doesn't make the acne worse. So that's a kind of a key tip, is that there is no active ingredient that you really want in your moisturizer, in my opinion, and you just want something that is gonna moisturize really well. Now, I always flip over the moisturizer to the back to see what the inactive ingredient is. The inactive ingredients actually play a bigger role in causing your acne than the active ingredients if you have any in your moisturizer. And this includes oil. You know, oil is one of those things where even though there are certain different types of oils that purport to treat acne really well, in general for most people, their acne doesn't love oil. So if you want to find more oil-free options in some cases, that's probably going to be the safest way to go. Preservatives. You do want to have preservatives in really all your skincare products. Preservative-free isn't really a great idea because it doesn't last very long. And oftentimes these products require refrigeration. So you'd want to minimize the number of aggressive preservatives and various parabens, but there's nothing to be afraid of. You do want to make sure that bacteria doesn't grow in your skincare. One plug for not using expired skincare: people think that the only thing that matters is whether the active ingredient is still there. It's likely that the active ingredient stays around for a lot longer, even at lower concentrations, but do you really want to be plastering bacteria on your skin? Probably not, you know? So I would say, like, please do not use products past expiration date for many reasons. One is including basically giving yourself an active infection on your skin. Another ingredient that is in kind of more natural products, a lot of the extracts and a lot of like plant-based things like soy, they actually have what we call phytoestrogens or phytoandrogens. These are plant-based hormones on the skin. So if you have hormonal acne, or if you don't have hormonal acne, some of these things can make it worse. So not all things that are natural is going to be really good. Certainly the active ingredients in the natural extracts make a huge difference. So whether it's natural or synthetic, it probably doesn't matter much in terms of how much it's causing acne. So just because it's natural does not mean it can't cause irritation, can't cause acne to worsen. So be on the lookout for this, but I would avoid things like soy because that is a common offender here because it is a highly loaded phytoestrogen source. The brand. Does the brand have a broad product line that is reputable? You know, have they created acne products in the past? And certainly these things are kind of hard for new companies to break into the market because a lot of it is just marketing. But I do think it's important if a company has a track record of creating great products for acne or for other medical skin conditions, then they are more likely to be more well-researched and a much better partner in terms of or more truthful actually, because they have a lot to lose if they are deceiving the consumer. How something feels. I talked about this in my sunscreen talks. Like, the best one is the one you use every day. Even if you feel like your skin is dry or oily or over moisturized, it's always good to have a consistent routine. So having a daily moisturizer, regardless of your skin type, is important. Now, the type of moisturizer you choose may be dependent on what kind of skin you have, but it's really important to do it every single day. Okay, so the last thing is avoiding multifunctional creams. I'm a big believer in simpler products. You can combine them in whichever customized way you'd like, but I don't love products that have everything in one. There's no miracle cream out there. In fact, a lot of the ingredients in products don't mix well together, and you can put A, B, and C together, but you know, A can interfere with B, B can interfere with C. It's not great. And again, if you have a lot of ingredients in your products, it's likely that you'll have a reaction to it, either irritation or true allergy over time as well. So keep it really simple. You know, see a specialist if you do want to combine different products. And certainly if you start to get redness or irritation or purging, you do want to make sure you do see someone and switch things out. out. One of the things that I will mention is that when you use a moisturizer, it can take a couple weeks if a reaction is gonna happen to develop, and it can take 3 to 4 weeks after you stop a product before a lot of the irritation is actually gone. So if you don't wait long enough, you actually don't know what the culprit is. If you exclude something because you stopped it and 3 days ago and it's still red and irritated, just know that some of the reactions can take a lot longer. Okay, so for basically as a summary, your moisturizer for acne should be simple without a lot of active ingredients. Make sure you read the inactive ingredients list and avoid natural extracts like soy, various oils, and excessive preservatives. And of course, you have to try it to know what the feel is. The brand reputation is really important. And of course, something without a lot of ingredients, things that purport to do other things, such as preventing acne scars. There's a whole nother science behind that, and those things you can get separately or see a dermatologist to get treatment for those as well, okay? So hope this was helpful. Thank you again for joining. If you would like to hear more about different topics in skincare and others, so certainly feel free to subscribe, and you can do that here.